Last Saturday's pre-season opener couldn't have gone much better. A convincing win over the Panthers in front of a packed house with a bunch of fights thrown in. Tonight's game against Cardiff has a lot to live up to. The Devils have already played 6 pre-season games and they've won the lot. New head coach, new logo. They mean business. Anthony Marone is the only Steelers scratch. They're icing 13 forwards and some fresh line combinations. Here's Petgrave. Not paired with Nicholas Nevalainen tonight, but Aaron Fox knows that's a combination he can go to at any time. Opportunity here, sent across by Watling and not touched home. That was a real opportunity for Balmus and he couldn't quite reach it.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of an unlucky bounce of just over the stick, but a great play here to get around the defenseman. And Watling does a nice little pass. You can see it's just bobbling. He doesn't get an awful lot of chance to get a nice little sauce pass over as he gets closed down really quickly on the turn. You can see the defenseman coming in very, very hard and quick. And
Newman trying to get his stick onto this one. Crawford trying to make sure that he can't. Newman, great save, Bounds. He had that top corner covered with the glove.
Yeah, quick turnaround play there. Bounds is down on the one knee, ready with the glove up. Great job here by Allen, and again, you see, just slides it through the 2 Cardiff players, but a good pickup. But Ben Bounds, a big goalie, he's down on his one knee. Glove sat there. You know, some goalies leave that glove a little bit low and leave that shot short side open, but Bounds is ready for that.
And then Greenfield. Donaghy again whips it across. Cox goes back. The Devils are bombing in shots, but that one gets blocked. And the Steelers need a clearance, and they can't get one right now. Good pressure from the Devils. Good block from Diffley. Dowd settles it down, and the Steelers will try and create a 3-on-2 here. Devils are rushing back. Valorand, and again the bobbling puck. Valorand did keep that one in. Here's Nevalainen moving in. He'll shoot. He draws the save off the blocker of Bounds. And then in the slot, that's a good opportunity. Nevalainen again. And Nevalainen again. Tried to play the pass. Watling!
Finally the breakthrough comes. Chances at both ends just going in here, raining both sides. Nevalainen just pushes this out in front. Bounces off a skate. Watling comes in. Bounds the square again, but this just beats him nice and high. You can see behind the net someone's trying to duck and dive and get out of the way, but that's a fantastically placed shot high up over the glove of Ben Bounds. That's some tremendous pressure from both ends. You'll see it again here. Just an errant stick skate, and then it just comes through, and Bounds can't react quick enough, although he does get a good push out. You'll see it here.
Playing with Sam Jones. Jones who clears the puck down the ice for the Steelers. Jones a scorer last week in Nottingham. Again, this stage of his career excelling more on the defensive side than the offensive side.
Well, that's the thing. The hardest thing to learn at this level is, if you're an offensive guy, is to learn that defensive role. And if you can get yourself into that, knowing that you have the confidence to go forward, it's a bonus. It makes it so much better rounded player. And another penalty coming up here.
Steelers going short-handed again. Bounds is on the bench. The extra skater coming out for Cardiff is Bush. Doesn't take the puck with him. He's an option now, moving down the left wing side. So 6-on-5 for the Devils. They try and jam it through the crease, and Greenfield ends up in the back of the net, and Tansey does not want any Devils players in there with him.
Well, it's Barrow again who took a run at Sossaman here early on, so we'll see what happens. Tansey's not going to take any liberties or allow any liberties coming through. We'll see on the replay what happens as the puck goes by. And Bush is underneath the pile as well. Petgrave got him on top. But all goes back to penalty on Sheffield. They're going to be the short-handed ones here unless something comes out of this pile.
I'm not sure there needs to be a goalie interference on that play. There's no charging.
I don't think so. I mean, it's always different at high speed, but we'll see what happens here if we get a replay of it. If it's an intentional oopsie, I fell in, or what's happening, but the referee's maybe just trying to calm it down a little bit, and not to say that they're going to allow anything like that. We'll see what happens here. Yeah.
I think the reaction of Kevin Tansey has earned that penalty for the Steelers.
I think so
Barrow
too.
To the box.
Yeah, because I mean, he's got his head down. He's still trying to get control of the puck coming through, and he's already at the top of the circle, or top of the crease. He's slowing down. He's not still accelerating in as we've seen before. You can see here that the brakes are coming on, and he's trying to cut through and.
He's trying to fall away from Greenfield
so.
At the very end.
Tansey comes in and just sort of pulls him back off him, and Greenfield's not throwing any punches at him here as well, which there are some goalies around the league that would have thrown a couple, 2 or 3 blockers at the player coming through the crease. So possibly a little bit harsh, but
battle continues. Davies can't force it out. Kiley keeps it in. Good stretch by Watling, the goal scorer.
And
there was a really good chance on the doorstep, and Bounds was strong.
Yeah. Good opportunity. We'll see it right here. Oh, it is too, yeah. Wow, Ben Bounds. Thanks for saving my bacon on that one. I owe you a pint after the game.
Loose puck, which a couple of players take a swing at. No tripping on the play. But there is a penalty up against the boards as Cox, which Tansey thinks is a dive. If he does that once more, he'll probably get a misconduct added onto it. 0 for 1 on the power play so far in this game.
We'll see it here. Yeah. Is the puck gone? Maybe that's why he's called it. More of an interference than a trip.
Whistle trying to tie things up. Devils trying to get the puck into open space. Cox goes back to the point. Crawford fires it through. It bounces off bodies in front of Greenfield. Steelers don't get it across the blue line. Sanford's hit the outside of the post. That beat Greenfield cleanly. And it glanced off the iron. This was nearly the closest we came to a visitor's goal here. Sanford.
It's a great shot by Sanford here. He literally does beat him clean. Just doesn't beat the iron. Head up all the way. That's a fantastic shot right off the corner of the bar.
A couple of times in crucial situations the puck has just been out of the reach of a Steelers player, either through a bounce or a stretch. Backdoor play, and denied is Balmus by Bounds.
Say that one again quickly if you want. Balmus doing a good job there as Boundsy comes across. Nice play here. Watling does a nice little pass through the feet, through the wickets. But another great heads-up play here. You see this great pass across. Another one through the legs, but goes back against Bounds. Maybe he keeps this short side. Bounds isn't quite over and square.
Martin, little give and go. Crawford patrolling the blue line. Cox is the option near side. Cox moves forward. The shot is blocked painfully. That's caught up high.
Sosterman, I think it is. Hopefully it's, we'll see if it is. Yeah, catches him up on the chest and up into the chin. Yeah, it's.
Well, the fact that it's hit the chest first will have taken a lot of the steam out of it, but that's still unpleasant.
No, that's for sure. Hopefully the beard took a little bit out of it as well.
Shudra had less than a minute of ice time in the second period. Not there for his first shift of the third. His previous spell with the Steelers, he was primarily a defenseman, but very much a forward these days. And Devils firing shots in here, one off the chest of Greenfield and the second one blocked away. And now the punches are coming in.
Is it Brandt?
It's Jones again with Brandt, and Jones lands the only real punch that matters.
Yeah, Brandt came through the front of the net there and doing what he wants to do, is trying to wind it up a little bit. He's been in amongst it the whole game. See what starts it out in front. We don't quite see what starts it, but gloves are flying. A couple early punches in for Brandt. And one to the back of the head, kind of more off balance than anything. Nothing seriously landed. Nobody hurt. No harm, no foul. 5 and for fighting, and off they go. Cardiff didn't quite take advantage of it.
Good pass through the middle. Nichols takes this, poked away from him. He still gets the shot off. Bounds saves it, and then saves again on the follow-up.
It was Robert Dowd on the follow-up, wasn't it, as Nichols comes through. He just has to lunge just right here. Sometimes that's just enough. You get that high enough Bounds does a good job as Batch over skates and then Dowd stick to her feet to stick. Tries to roll it up and over, and Bounds, old school 2-pad stack. Keeps it out of the net. It's going to be enough. No icing.
Was deflected. The Steelers need one more clearance. And via the board, Saucerman provides it.
And that's it. Waved off the icing.
The Steelers are winners in shutout fashion. 1-0. Patrick Watling's goal was enough. And Matt Greenfield did the rest. The Steelers beat the Devils in pre-season by 1-0.
The number 1, Matt Greenfield.
The goalie steal the show.
Matt Greenfield is the Steelers' man of the match. He got 8 shutouts last season. This one won't officially go on the full stats record, as it is only pre-season, but it's a sign that Matt Greenfield is at his best already. So often he was the Steelers' saviour last year, and he's shown that in games against good teams, he can be relied upon.
And now let's have a discussion about the Eddie.
Well, he's done a few of these, he knows what they're all about. Steelers so happy to get his signature. He wears the number 1, he will be the number 1. And he started this season in fine style. Belly splash at centre ice.
Smiles all around, that's the biggest thing. Gotta love when players enjoy the game, that's why they're here to do it.
Maybe didn't quite get as much air as he was hoping for.
Ice is a bit sticky near the end of the day.
Aaron, what a great game. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, like you said, it was a great game. I thought we started extremely well. I don't think we gave up a shot in the first period there. Not sure if that's 100% correct, but I think it was 11-0 and could have probably been up 2 or 3 there. They got some good goaltending early on, like they seem to do always in this building. You know, so it was an excellent 60-minute hockey game. There was buy-in from everybody. There's no passengers in our room right now. Love the vibe. Love the vibe on the bench. Yeah, it was excellent 60. And maybe wasn't as exciting as last Saturday with the goals and the melee, but you know that's a very, very good buy-in right now from our group.
Talk to me about the penalty kill, because that was excellent, wasn't it? I think you killed 3, am I
Yeah,
right?
3
And
for 3.
then at the end they had the extra man as well.
Yeah, it was very good. We don't get a ton of opportunity to practice the kill in during the week because we focus on the power play a little bit, and a lot of the guys that kill are on the power play. So you need these preseason weeks to dial in some details, and Carter did a good job on the pre-scout, kind of talked about what Cardiff was going to do tonight, and we executed. Obviously, your goaltender usually needs to be your best penalty killer, and thank God we got a good one back there.
Yeah, he's a good one, isn't he? And he deserved his shutout.
Absolutely, played very, very well. Yeah, like I said, I think we gave up 4 shots in the third and 0 in the first. That's some pretty stingy hockey for early in the season right now. So it's a great sign. Second period they took it to us a little bit, but I loved our pushback and we found our second win there.
When you said stingy, I guess at the start of the year we all looked at the D and went, "Oh, that D looks good, doesn't it?" And it does look stingy, and it's playing exactly as we thought it would play.
Yeah, they're playing heavy. You know, I think Tans and Sauce are 2 guys that they're culture guys. Like as you saw tonight, like they'll eat pucks. Like that's what they're about. You know, I think we'll block a lot more shots than we did last year, which is huge, especially on the penalty kill. And anytime you can make Greener's night a little bit easier, you know, that's a great thing.
Important for Patrick Watling to get off the mark as well?
Yeah, I think so. I think he was. He's had some great A's the last 3 games. So, you know, he had that one in the first where he almost had a mini breakaway that didn't go in for him. Boundsy made a good save, so it was nice to get that first one. I think you'll hear his name quite a bit.
Yeah. Same lineup in Cardiff tomorrow?
We'll see. Maybe a couple small changes. Greener will go back to back though, which will, you know, we want him to be able to, you know, have that feeling. It's been 4 months to place him back to back because we know he's our guy and he's going to need to do that.
Pete, a tight game decided by fine margins tonight.
Yeah, sure. I thought Sheffield started really well. We probably were the worst period we've had pre-season, but they pushed hard and Bouncy was solid, but I thought we grew into the game. It was a scrappy game, both teams, but I think maybe we cancelled each other out a little bit in the end. You know, there was some chances both ways, nothing big, but yeah, it's a good game. It's pre-season, and that's what it's for. You want to play good teams, and Sheffield Steelers are a good team, that's for sure.
Both netminders played well, but there were very few sort of grade A chances in the game.
Yeah, I didn't think there was either. There was a couple of half 2-and-1s and maybe a couple of rebounds. Like both teams done pretty well, clearing the net. But yeah, I don't think there was much there. Do you know where I was standing? I'd like more flow to the game, but it wasn't there. I'm sure Aaron wants the same. But you know, it's just about getting through these games. But it's good to see where we are against a team like Sheffield, and I think when we play our best, they play their best. It's going to be some good games, I would imagine.
You've had a very strong pre-season with 6 wins coming into this game. Are you happy with your team's progress? Are they where you want them to be at this stage with the season just a week away?
I think everybody's got more work to do. I think every team has, but we've had a good pre-season. I don't think it's all about results. We've had a lot of different challenges. Belfast was tough. They were going to Champions League the next weekend. They were good games. Then we played the French team and we blew them away the one game, and then it was a bit tighter the next night. Then we played Glasgow. They were good games. We'd done well against them, and then tonight we come in here and it was a 1-0 game, and you know, I thought it was a gritty game. There wasn't a whole lot going on, but I thought both teams worked hard.
Another matchup of these teams again tomorrow. Are you going to be rolling with the same sort of combinations, or are you going to try and mix things up?
No, we'll stay how we are. I think where we are is where we are just now. We lost a player, so we'll see if we get him back. If not, maybe we need to put somebody else in. Maybe go with 5D tomorrow or something. I don't know yet. See what happens.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.